Okay, Minorcan Navy up again today at the Pinova Chemical Plant cleanup, and it was a battle of the tanks today. And we saw this little tidbit, and I just want to show you a quick glimpse of maybe some of the rosin product here in one of those tanks. We'll get back to that in a second. But out on the site, we ran across this excavator, and it was right in the middle of a pile of debris, and it was in the process of doing some separating. And this was pretty fascinating to me to watch this piece of equipment reach around and grab the different types of metal and begin piling them up in their own respective little areas. This was fascinating how the operator would just kind of roll through the pile, grab up the material, and then place it where he wanted to place it. Pretty neat little process. Now I think this area, and by looking at some of this material, it looks like it may have been storage tanks, may have been the area where some of that fire was contained, because it just really looks like a lot of this metal was scored. Maybe off on that, but just watching the process and seeing the material, it looked a little different. So it's obvious that the metal that they're picking up is either there's different grades of it, or it is a completely different makeup, maybe stainless, or it looks like this may be pipe that they're separating here and putting in that pile. But the process continues with the operator grabbing out the material, the certain types, and then pulling it over and putting it in piles. And if you look in the background, you can see where this process has been repeated, and where they have certain piles that are made up of a similar type material. I really like watching how they're able to take these pieces and just kind of fold them up and condense the piles. Now, these guys are really moving through the whole process very quickly, a lot faster than I thought they would. And they're constantly moving trucks in and out of the facility while they're being loaded with this material and hauled away to the recycling plant. But the 4K video turns out real well when we put it up. And you see a lot of the detail of the material that they are handling there at the site. a little bit of something caught in the tracks of the machine. But you can see how even right there, there's some piles that have been built out of similar type materials that are on the site. Looks like there's a lot of building material down there as well that's going to have to be processed. Just in that shot, we can see it looks like some concrete pieces as well as blocks that are in that. We keep watching the process as it gets closer and closer to eventually maybe seeing whatever they're going to do for the surface material,